Well, welcome back. I'm Josh Wallet, and I'm talking about the Market Machine, a tool we can use to develop and generate market charts and reports, as well as use a regression tool. When we left off, we were taking a look at importing the data. Now we've imported the MLS data that I exported from my MLS. You can see we have 6,927 MLS entries. So obviously we're not going to be analyzing all of those, but first let's take a look at the different columns. So the names and the contents of these columns are all going to vary from person to person and MLS to MLS because there's so many different MLS systems out there. So you're going to need to know how to filter your own data based on what it's telling you. So I'm going to apply a few filters here, and just by knowing my MLS, I'm going to, in this case, click on the arrow that you see here, and I'm going to uncheck the condos and the townhouses. So I'm left with this code, and knowing my MLS, I know that means it's the residential single family detached. Then I'm going to only select one area. I unselected all of them, and I'm only going to go into one area. I'm going to apply a square footage filter. Instead of going down to this bottom area here, I'll actually say between and type in my filter that I want. Here, for acres, I'm going to say less than or equal to a quarter acre. So I'm looking for those subdivision type properties in this area. And I'm going to say greater than or equal to a certain year. Again, I'm going to remind you that this column setup is dependent on your MLS and what you have chosen to include in the exports. So here, rented lot is one of the fields in my MLS, and I'm going to say I do not want rented lots. So if the rented lot said yes, I don't want to include those. Real estate included, I do want the types that are real estate included, and I want only the site builds, not the factory builds. So you notice I just scrolled around here using the scroll bar. Now I've done the filtering I want, so I'm ready to run the reports. You'll notice I have most of the filters that I want to apply on this main first screen, right? So it's all towards the left. I export quite a bit of data, but I have gone into my MLS settings so that when I export from my MLS, most of the important items that I will commonly use to filter are going to be on that left-hand side. If you have questions on what you've just seen, please let me know by emailing me. And next we'll take a look at pushing that filter data to the reports and the regression tools. Thanks so much.